Like geddytrey on stuff, whooshy gives a proper reaction.
And now for something completely different.
Okay gang, welcome back. geddytrey back on stuff. Linkin Park, Heavy is the Crown, the official audio. Hopefully the subtitles work. If not, I'm sure we'll be fine. Now in the last one, The Emptiness Machine. I know it was very split. It was sort of 40% of people were completely annoyed, 40% of people were elated at the new revelation, and 20% of people were completely indifferent. I feel like I'm in that category, alright? I personally don't care, alright? I kind of wish that they hadn't have gone with Linkin Park and they'd renamed it something else, but it doesn't matter, alright? Chester's name lives on regardless. If anything, this helps it live on even more. Okay, so without further ado, like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to see me react to the live version, I'm going to be doing it on Patreon straight after this. Go there now. Okay, so the subtitles definitely don't work. Brilliant. Not off to a great start. I like the pacing already.
It's pouring in, you're laid on the floor again. One knock at the door and then we both know how the story ends. You can't win if your white flag's out when the war begins. Aiming so high but swinging so low.
Oh, the fact that bass just came in randomly. I'm not even paying attention to the lyrics. Sorry, Mr. Chenaud. But just that. It's kind of reminiscent of X-Men. I swear it's even doing that in the chords as well, but the other way around. It's the... Okay. I'm here.
It's pouring in, you're laid on the floor again. One knock at the door and then we both know how the story ends. You can't win if your white flag's out when the war begins. Aiming so high but swinging so low, trying to catch fire.
You can't win if your white flag's out when the war begins. That's a bar. Who is he? Sun Tzu. It's a good job I'm not popular enough for people to screenshot me and make memes out of me. Stupidest faces.
It's pouring in, you're laid on the floor again. One knock at the door and then we both know how the story ends. You can't win if your white flag's out when the war begins. Aiming so high but swinging so low, trying to catch fire but feeling so cold. Hold it inside and hope it won't show. I'm saying it's not, but inside I know today's gonna be the day you notice, 'cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is.
And there it is. I like how their voices sound together. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the female lead. I've already forgotten her name. Do you know what? Emma? At this point, you know, Emptiness Machine, I've even gone back and listened to it after the reaction. It still sounds very generic. I don't know why they went with that for a lead. Especially if you know, if she's not a generic voice, if she's not just anybody. Very weird. But I like the fact that we're getting Mike singing. That little skip he did in the rhythm at the end in his cadence, fire.
So low, trying to catch fire but feeling so cold. Hold it inside and hope it won't show. I'm saying it's not, but inside I know today's gonna be the day you notice, 'cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise, ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Turn to run, now look what it's become. Outnumbered 10-1. Back then should've bit your tongue, 'cause there's no turning back. This path once it's begun, you're already on that list. Say you don't want what you can't resist. Waving that sword when the pen won't miss. Watch it all falling apart like this. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise, ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the
This is what I asked for. She's still going. I paused and she's still got. There's no more room to go anywhere. I can't escape. This is exactly what I asked for. Something different. And it wasn't just the tone. It felt like there was more anger in this bit. I feel like maybe the first part was purposeful. This is making me want to go back through the lyrics just to make sure that oh God, because heavy is the crown. Maybe that. I don't want to speak too soon because I am going to go back through this, but I'm going to do this in mind of. Now, you guys know, I don't care about people's opinion about my opinion. It's simply my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. I don't care if you do or not. But I don't want to upset anybody, you know? I know there's a lot of people that hold Chester Bennington very close to their hearts, you know? I've personally spoken to a lot of people that have watched the channel that have gone on to tell me how big fans they are of him. People have had tattoos, they've got memorials in their room dedicated to Chester. Like, the love is very deep, you know? Maybe Heavy as the Crown is not just about Chester, but about the old Linkin Park, you know? Because Mike Shinoda's, he's spoken about, you know, the road isn't over. You can't put the white flag up before the war even begins. Like, Linkin Park from the very beginning wanted to say something. They wanted to make a statement. Mike feels as though they're not done making that statement. And even though, yes, Chester is sadly gone, no longer with us, they still have a statement to make, you know? I'm going to go all the way back just so that I can pay attention to Mike Shinoda's lyrics. If you want to fast forward, I don't care. Fast forward to the bit where I react to her screaming again. Did everyone fast forward yet?
On the floor again, one knock at the door and then we both know how the story ends. You can't.
Also, hasn't Mike already had a bar about rain on the floor? Which song was that in? It's true the way I feel. What song's that? Promise by your face. With you. How could I forget that? I swear he's spoken about rain in that too.
It's pouring in. You're laid on the floor again. One knock at the door and then we both know how the story ends. You can't win if your white flag's out when the war begins. Aiming so high but springing so low. Trying to catch fire but feeling so cold. Hold it inside and hope it won't show. I'm saying it's not, but inside I know. Today's gonna be the day you notice. Cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd.
Do you know what the worst thing is as well? I say the worst thing. It's not the worst. It's actually become good now. Since we've heard her full force. She already said this is what you ask for. She just said that then. But the vocals were so generic. Do you see what I mean? Like, there was no emotion behind them. The chorus that she just did was so low emotion, especially for Linkin Park, which I've fucking cried to their songs. Even after I've heard them for the first time on a reaction. I've listened to them again and it's given me the same feeling. Because the feeling it's deep rooted within the lyricism, within how that is expressed within the vocals, and that is why Chester Bennington was so great, because he did exactly that. And even exacerbated those vocals and the emotion therein. It wasn't until she put her whole heart into that and said, this is what you ask for, this is what you asked for, I felt that. Like, that was her making a statement. This is what you asked for. She would have seen the hateful comments, whether it was on Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever. She will have been privy to that. So for her to belt out this, or even if this was made beforehand, preempting that there was going to be some people doubting, this was a statement that she wanted to make. These were lyrics that she would have wanted to deliver. And boy, is she. Not this chorus, but we'll wait for it.
Turn to run, now look what it's become. Outnumbered 10 to 1, back then should've bit your tongue, cause there's no turning back, this path once it's begun. You're already on that list, say you don't want what you can't resist. Waving that sword when the pen won't miss, watch it all falling apart like this.
This is what you asked for, heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise, ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for, heavy is the crowd.
Today's gonna be the day you notice, cause I'm tired of explaining what the truth is.
This is what you asked for. This is what you asked for, heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise, ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for, heavy is the crowd. Heavy is the crowd. Heavy is the crowd.
Okay, do you know what? That one, for me personally, is infinitely better than the Emptiness Machine. For me personally, this one, infinitely better. And, you know, I'm glad that she was able to put something different into it. I kind of wish that they'd gone with the same tonality in the end chorus as well when it was repeated, but, you know, I'm not their producer. They do what they do. Right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and watch the live version now. That was uploaded last night too. So, without further ado, let's go. Let's see how she does live.
Today was a very big day for us. A very fun day. It's not every day you get to release a new song.
Well, it would be if you released a song every day.
I don't know how many hours we've given you to learn it.